get me high, watching these days turn into nights. 'Cause I love it when you get me high. Straight up till you running through my blood. Yeah, you leave my body numb, and I like it way too much. I wanna stay out of my mind.
Is that a joint?
'Cause I love it when you get me high.
Is that a joint?
Cause I love it when you get me high. Cause I love it when you get me high.
Hey, Florentine, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Did you just let it? Welcome, traders, to episode 115 of TA with me, Mitch Ray. You could be doing anything, but you're choosing to hang out with me, do technical analysis. For that, I'm quite grateful. As discussed in the day stream, extreme levels of volatility, $550 swing. But funny enough, with Bitcoin, it was nothing compared to what we saw with TLRY. TLRY today gapped up, ran as high as $300 per share, went as low as $150 per share. So today was the day of volatility. All it did was screw a bunch of people over, I'm sure, that were FOMOing into a short position on high leverage, and probably stopped out a bunch of other people taking lower risk shorts. Okay, so great though. I'm sure people profited off of it either way. They always do. So very large level of volume, highest level of volume we've seen since September 6th. But don't be confused by the green volume candle. It was both. There were a bunch of selling, a bunch of buying. All right. So RSI is currently sitting at 51, and we are still within the parameters of the bear pole bear flag combination. And guess what? From a swing high to swing low, we have not had one candle body high close above that 618, which is common retrace, right? Between the 382 and the 618. Not even close. Sorry. Didn't work out for you. Bearish inside bar on the most previous 4-hour candle body close. 50 minutes left on our next current candle for its close. All right. All right. So that's it. That's kind of the update on Bitcoin with a $550 spike, the lowest low of 6,100 all the way up to 65.50. Insanity. All right. All right. Hold on a sec. Whew. Just getting this coffee in me, okay? So everyone just calm down. Let's take a look at chat real quick. Say hello to everyone. Hello, Nick Rabat, Subi Hart, Eric Coffeen. Eric Coffeen says, hey, Mitch, Irwin Coffee. Yeah, Irwin Coffee, drinking it. You got a problem with it? Get out. What's up, Coach K, man? Ultra Instinct Jesus, man. Hello, Dallas OB. Moz, Mr. Selecki, did I see it? Let's just say I saw it when you said it in chat, and I have my other screen on. Am I starting soon? I looked at it. Oh my God, crazy. We'll take a look at it though first, okay, so everyone else can see. Good to see you, Mr. Selecki. What's up, John Cardoza? Zachary Schneider? Is that a joint classic? Oh yeah. Hello, Drizzt. Drizzt just posted a new 27-minute education video on our Patreon about shorting, about what it is, and really on two very popular exchanges, the most popular exchanges where probably you would be shorting. He goes into detail of how to actually do it. So really, really educational, informative, and gotta love it. Thanks so much, Driss, for all the hard work you put into the Patreon. All right. ETC, Irwin Coffee, sure, man. We will look at it. What's up, Tim A, man? What's up, Hewitt, man? Roll Tide, dude. KSEP. What in the world does KANGZ mean? Just means we're KANGZ, man. We're KANGZ. We go, look, KANGZ. We hit $1 billion, right? We're so good. We're KANGZ. All right, that's all it means. Don't read into it. Don't freak out. Just accept it. It's a meme, and it's a meme in this show. We have many memes. Don't do anything stupid, otherwise you might turn into a meme, okay? What's up, bud, Jurgen, man? Blockchain updates. That's 3 hellos, man. Are you okay? Do you need to go to the doctor? I think they say after you say hello 3 times, you should probably see a physician. But, I don't know, man. Just be careful. What's up, Bits on Bits? J-Togs. Nexus of Hate. What's up, man? Prodigal Taurus. He's back. Heck yeah, man. Oh, MK's here. That's it, everyone. Stop the music. Play the Jesus chimes like we do every show to pay our respects to the Jesus peoples, which are you, the viewers, alright? Alright. You need to brush up on the lingo? Well, there's lots of lingo. Well, we could also call it jargon. Thanks, John Miller, man. Good to see you. Hello, Crypto Sourdough. Awesome, man. Oh my gosh, it's freaking Vasha.
Is that a joint?
And it's Montana, man. Hey, no TTS. All right. He just wanted the joint, man. Well, joint you shall receive. Vasha, it's always a pleasure when our paths cross. Sorry, got that. I was gonna be like Willy Wonka. There's so much time, so little to do. I was like, yeah, whatever. You say good haircut? Yeah, they didn't screw it up this time. I know they didn't screw it up. What's up, Rashman Siva? Hey, what kind of coffee is that? Is it any good, Prodigal Taurus? It's Irwin coffee. Everyone's saying it now. I love it, man. I love it. We are literally making fun of the trolls if they have problems with it. It's so funny, dude, because the entire community will destroy you. What's up about Quality Control, man? Wait, Quality Control, how do you not have a wrench, man? Mod. Let's call it mod, whatever. You've been around since, like, the first place, so. What's up, BG, man? I'm a big Mimi? Exactly. We got pockets full of Bitcoin, like kangaroos. Yeah, man, sure. What's up, Crypto Conrad for the motherland? Can't wait till Probes gets back on his feet. He's just been going through a lot. He's gonna love you, man. Oh, hey, man, there's Larly. Yeah, no beer, man, just coffee. Oops, sorry, I had my... Okay, I don't know, man, what that was. Well, I don't know why my lights just flickered. Okay. Watching notice, you're sick of the volatility. See, I told you. You said, hey, hello 3 times. You're sick. Get it, man? We talked about this. Oh, Electronium, big pump. Oh my god, man. It's probably because it's so low at this point, anyone could throw like $5 at it and make it pop. Okay. Yeah, how could anyone hate volatility? That's literally the reason why everyone got pulled into it, period. Thanks, KANGZ fan 65. Really appreciate it. Thank you, man. And, man, Rick needs to get it together down there. Okay, man? That was not a good showing against LSU. Right, but LSU is turning out to look like a pretty formidable football team this year. Okay. Jerry Martin saying hello from Beham. He's at UAB doing the Worth thing. What do you mean the Worth thing? Jerry Martin, well, it's a wonderful city. I mean, I live there too, but I'm just a suburbs kid. Okay. So Joel B. What am I looking at it? Craig Hale. You said looking at it, right?
Oh, would you look at this?
That's a those are vague pronouns, and I can't look at it because I don't know what it is. All right, but we're cool, man. All right. Oh man, I don't know. I'm telling you, you're in a common retrace zone from a minor swing high to minor swing low. That's it. That is just the most common bearish stuff you could do is have candle body closes below the 618, and you're actually right now below the 50% retrace. So what do you even want at this point, right? So, oh look, impulse down, up sloping consolidation. You're contrasting the impulse. Wow, that's bearish. Okay, until it's not. Until it starts breaking to higher prices, higher highs than the previous highs, breaks the other resistance that we failed to break with that spike in volatility, it's still bearish. And there's nothing you can say about it until it breaks to the upside, all right? Okay, just Ethereum, probably not a valid wedge, but it doesn't matter. It is still 2 upsloping, converging trend lines. That is a form of price contraction, a form of price consolidation after a large impulse down. Okay, if it's contrasting the impulse, it is bearish consolidation. But, you know, whatever. Measure move would be rather large of this weird looking pattern. It's, you know, whatever. It's fine. I don't know, though, if we're going to break to the upside, hit the top or not. Okay. Because, you know, the volume, oh, sure, we're getting some volume here, but the reason why you got this large spike in volume is because guess what? Bitcoin went literally nuts today. Besides that, the only kind of volume you really got was, okay, running up, that was it. And then the other volume you got was breaking down. Okay, so breaking down, large volume, breaking down more volume, breaking down again, more volume. I wonder why. Well, if we zoom out, we can see it's just an extremely bearish trend that extends back to, yeah, January, or all-time highs, whatever you want to say. But yeah, you are still above certain fib extensions. You bounced off the 1414. So if you do break out of this wedge or whatever over time, you'll test that again. If you can't hold that, chances are you're probably going to hit the heart line of the downsloping channel. And if you can't hold that, or if time just keeps on going by, you'll eventually hit that 1618, which guess what? Is $74.83. People should be like, I can't believe it, man. I can't believe that Ethereum is at $74. Well, guess what? It's going to be exactly the same as if someone's like, I can't believe that Ethereum's at $200. I can't believe Ethereum's at $500 when it was just at $1,400. I can't believe it's at $800 when it was just at $1,420. All right. Nothing in the world's going to change if Ethereum tomorrow or in the next few months is at $74. Okay. There's no traditional way to gauge value on these markets. So it's all driven on news and sentiment. So good luck. Good luck in extremely bearish conditions. What would you want though? Okay, pivot. Start making consecutive higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Break overhead resistance. Break that 300 area. Then run up with ease. Start forming bullish consolidation patterns after bullish impulses. Down sloping consolidation, not rising wedges. Higher highs, higher lows. Consistently. Break the down sloping resistance. Remember, look, 75% trend line of this fib channel tool that we're using. May 4th, May 5th. Couldn't break it. Ran up, failed. Lower highs, lower lows ever since, all right? You have to break critical resistance consistently over time. It's not just going to be like straight up. Oh yeah, all of a sudden we're KANGZ in a day. That's just not how it works. So this is why we stream 7 days a week, multiple times a day for the most part. So we keep our eye on the charts. If you're only in here for 10 minutes to get the first 3, at least you're getting the market updates, right? The crypto market updates, the 3 largest cryptocurrency market caps. Okay, speaking of the 3, let's go to the KANG. The KANG itself. Ripple. Okay, man. Downsloping channel. It sucks. Well, were you saying you had a descending broadening wedge or something? I don't know. I think, there are other interpretations of how this is looking right now. I don't know. I just looked at it as an inverse head and shoulders. We had the descending triangle played out beautifully, hit the measure move of this pattern. Then we had that downsloping resistance, and then we broke it on lateral, broke down, hit entry target, looking left, strong support, well, just a support, and then shot to the upside on some news or something, and now I feel like we're just forming a rectangle. You can just look at the hourly and see the rectangle still just looking solid, right? So, okay, what's happening? You hit the top twice, bottom 3 times, ran up, failed to break to the upside, and look what you did. Look what you did. You broke down, you bounced off the 20 MA, and now you're making a lower high than your previous high, lower high than its previous high after this little minor double top. All right, so it's still maintaining prices above the heart line, but telling you price action like this. Look, man, lower highs, lower highs. That's you setting up for lower prices if that happens. Seriously. Lower highs. Don't ignore lower highs. Anyway. So, forms of price contraction that is laterally moving IMO, in my opinion, for people that don't have the internet jargon or lingo, as some would say earlier. All right. Okay, man. We already said if we broke out of this to the upside, we'd see a measured move of 36.32 cents. Okay, a rectangle is very easy to measure the move, which I don't know if we're going to do it. We're currently bearishly engulfing right now in the 4-hour with 36 minutes left. Okay, bearish engulfing candle making lower highs than our previous highs. And look what we did. Huge run up. We made a higher high with lower levels of volume. Okay, man. So I'd like to see if we could hold above the heart line. That'd be great. But if not, very good chance we'll come back down to the bottom, test it again. You had RSI, bearish divergence, which is why we broke down here. But when we broke down, we maintained prices above the 1272 and the 200 MA. All right. Attempting a rally, made lower candle body high closes than our previous highs, which is never a good thing. All right. Okay. I don't know, at this point, you could say 1 and 2 and right here, and that would probably maybe line up here. I want to say. Okay, now we have more data than we did before. And that kind of, wow, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Okay, different story going on now for Ripple. For Rappel. Alright, man. So, some slightly downsloping consolidation. That's bullish. That's what you want to see. Remember to continue making adjustments to your patterns. This is why it requires time and effort to come back and just keep looking at it. Yes, look at it while time goes by. New candles are born, old candles close or die, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Oh yeah, let's go to VET to ETH, man. Remember, if you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. If you want to see this channel grow, you want to see our reach expand, all you got to do is hit that like button, okay? A really, really nice, well-established uptrend that's been going on, but unfortunately you formed a really large, or not really large, just a tall rising wedge, but very short, right? It's not a wide wedge, it was a tall wedge, okay? But this is what Mr. Selecki was talking about. He wanted us to look at it. That's fine. Look, man, you had the rising wedge, and you also had high on price, higher high on price, highest high on price. Okay, so you did have triple MACD bearish divergence, okay? No matter what way you want to look at it, okay? Just like this. And then after that, huge breakdown. You know, that's the largest spike in negative momentum we've seen since early August. Okay, so. Oh yeah, and of course, the RSI bearish divergence was there too. Actually, no. Kind of stayed the same. Oh yeah, if you zoom out, you can see it. Or if you, I guess you double click, zoom in, really. Okay, it's just like that, right? High on price. Higher high on price. Slightly higher high on price. And then double topped. So, whatever. It's not good when you're making a higher high and you made the same high as your previous high and you're over bought. It's not a good thing. It's not bullish. Okay, so eventually broke down. Yeah, certainly we hit that measure move. It's nothing. Okay, but that right there, that's just kind of like Bitcoin, right? Doing its thing with volatility. Went as low as 46 WEGs or whatever it's called for 2 Ethereum pairs, okay? And now we're back up to 6,332. Are you kidding me? We almost like flatlined. Okay. Good God, man. Prodigal Taurus, we looked at fun earlier, but I mean, I guess I can write it down again. It was just your run-of-the-mill scrub coin in a bear trend, right? Oh wait, that was the one that broke out. Never mind. Okay, I'll put it on the list. It's there. What's up, Andy? Rimlogs on Twitch. What's up, J-Rock? Era. There's Veron. Glad you're here, man. Did it just turn into a... Yeah, I mean, we got new data with lower highs, and then we looked, and ooh, that's cool lighting right there. Really cool. Yeah, I think that maybe we did You just have you can call it flags, downsloping consolidation, whatever. Yeah, and I mean it was just like it was lateral, and then new candles close, and then you just make adjustments. Litecoin singed. What is singed a deal with the EU? You mean signed a deal? Quality control? Didn't know. What about Music Coin? Did they sing a deal? Is that a booty trap, Joel? I don't. This is definitely a booty trap right here. You want to call this a booty trap? Fat finger booty trap? Yes. How's Nano looking? You ask, we'll find out. What are y'all talking about on Twitch? My God. The Woodsman says, this guy, which is me, I think I am the S, which I don't know why. Why would... Is it really? Do I exude that?
Is that a joint?
Weed secured.
Excellent, Elon. Welcome, man. Glad you're at the show, dude. Thought you were in outer space or something with your live stream. Okay, we were gonna host you later, but I guess you're here, man. Awesome. So on to 180A. You're a little out of order, okay? So don't get upset. What's up, Jerry Martin?
Is that a joint?
Wait, we talking about booty traps? Love me some pogs.
Oh yeah, poggers on the pogs. I'll take an extra dose of pogs, Montana, if you'll have it. Okay, man. Dude, thanks so much for the FOA 20 contribution. Love it, man. Prodigal Tara says, imagine someday the stream's gonna be so packed we'll need a wiki page. Dude, I don't see that. Like, we've been doing this like 6 months, man. You know, so I'm cool with the way it is now. All right, and I'll believe it when I see it with what you're talking about. But all right. That's legal, right? That, man. Big pronoun. Anil wants Neo. Boy wants Litecoin. Gosh dang it. Y'all trolling me with the big pronouns time and time again. Alright. Let me make sure I've got the right chart for this one. Man, it's gonna be tough. I can't remember which one it was. Crap, man. Where is it? Whatever, man. We'll just look at this one then. It's fine. Since I can't find the other one. Oh well. Okay, man. So, you know, look, dude. Ethereum Classic. I think you just have a down-sloping channel. Okay. That's being pretty well respected on the Heartline. Heartline couldn't sustain prices on a pump and dumped to the bottom. This is being pretty well respected. You know, okay, yeah, we're gonna include this. Why we'll include that now? I think that at some point in the future, time's gonna continue going by. We've had this plotted for a long time. If we could break this, you would get some sort of bump and run, changing momentum, and could break the upside. But for now, we're just continuing to float along, making lower lows than our previous lows, and yes, lower highs than our previous highs. But overall, look left. Oops, gosh dang it, man. You look left, pretty good area of support. Can't hold that though. Alright, so from a swing high to swing low. Hold on, we have 2 fibs up. Let me just redo this. Okay, man. I don't know. So I just 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. Okay. And it seems like we're about to break to the upside. I mean, we're outside of it now, but on no volume. So, you know, man, this thing has been really, really choppy. Remember with the news, with ETC, man, we had multiple levels of news that made us shoot up. And your low-risk areas on ETC. ETC is currently sitting at 1073. You know, I mean, we were at like 14 bucks a few weeks ago. So, pattern-wise, I don't see a pattern at all. There is no pattern right now, okay? And I wonder if we use the fib channel. I wonder if we would get anything, any extra touches. Yeah. Oh, nice. Really nice. There you go, man. So, touches. Heartline respect until we broke it, ran up, tested the 75, then broke above it, ran to the 100%, broke down, just back testing, holding off that 75% trend line, and now we're just struggling right here. Just squeezed in between downsloping support, a much larger channel. It's been going on really since, shoot, man. I mean, you had your first touch point February of 2018. So weird. I have to like babysit this autoplay thing. It like won't, like I have to like touch the screen for it to like start. Okay, it's coming. It's alright, man. Let's just say, alright, we are making a higher low. We made a higher low than our previous low, so I don't know, man. I wouldn't. We could use this if we wanted to, but I really like this swing high to swing low. Okay, so if we could break to the upside, maybe get a little volume, maybe we could retrace as high as 382, which would make sense with 382. You could even crap out of the 382 and that'd be fine. 1425. Why? Because that's an overhead resistance. There's a lot of resistance right here, so we could definitely break to the upside and top out at 1425 because of strong resistance and because of the 382. All right, and look, you can look left and see even more adversity. Oh my God, lots and lots of resistance there. Okay. Okay, that's it. You're extremely low risk areas. Despite anything, okay. And yeah, you could break down to lower prices, sure. We've got some support. Support back from May of 2017 and support from October. Wow, Halloween, man. Dude, super scary. Look what happened on Halloween, dude. The rally. Okay, so okay, man, we just talked about low risk areas, where we could run to, and why we would run to there, and why we could very well crap out there. Okay, that's it. Oh, I think I know what happened. Okay, yeah, because I have not updated my other charts that like fund to BTC. I never hit save yet. Good thing my power didn't go out. Lost like everything. Okay, so look, man. Yes, we do have a channel, but for the sake of simplicity and for the sake of you know, people being able to see the wedge, we got rid of the fib channel tool. Okay, and we just left it like this. And so, you know, I think we are forming a very small pattern that is bearish and ascending, broadening wedge. Look, you have two upsloping, diverging trend lines. And you're continuing to run, which is expected because you had a breakout on elevated levels of volume comparative to most of the time you've been in this huge pattern that you've been in since May this year. And what I think, there are probably short-term targets and long-term targets, right? Longer term, right? So playing it conservatively, we hit the 618, right? Okay, so now since we're pumping, that's great news, but please be careful because you're starting to show some very extreme levels of bearish divergence. Triple, in fact. 1, 2, 3, yeah, double click. Here it is, and now we're building. It just started, so we could keep on building, sure, and make another histogram wick island like that and make much higher prices, but you're probably going to make triple MACD bearish divergence. And if you keep pumping, you'll probably disregard any kind of bearish divergence on the RSI. You'll start getting really, really overbought. But from the patterns, highest high, from that May area, swing high to swing low. And there's a target that could put you at 413 sats. And a secondary target that could put you at 468 sats. Okay, so I'm just saying, man. That's why, you know, it's good to have conservative fibs and more liberal fibs, whatever, okay? And honestly, look, those two different areas with the same swing lows with different swing highs, you have a confluence area at a 382, which is very well where we could see a lot of resistance. We may not be able to break above it. Okay, we're talking about that 354 to 359 area, confluence. Nice amounts of confluence. There's a little bit of confluence at the 1618 and 50% at that 400 to 413 area too. So like in between here is probably a really good spot. A 66 sat range. We'll see though, man. This thing is, you know, okay. It breaks the upside. And then it'll eventually scrap out and make lower highs than its previous highs. And then go back down to making lower lows again. Alright, so... What's up, Mariah Smith? Welcome. Thanks for the sub. Okay. Been live for 40 minutes now. What's up, multi-browser, man? Glad you made it. What happened? Uh-oh. Are we having some fun in chat, y'all? Oh yeah, Jurgen, we'll definitely have that. Talking about the soundboard, probably? Yeah, maybe, man. There you go. $14 less than 2 weeks ago on ETC. That'll do it, man. Oh, okay. I get what y'all are talking about now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your... No, Casey, how could you say that? We got like 20 minutes, man. 20 minutes. Alright, man. You sent your super chat? 1973. Oh, yeah, dude, I remember, dude. AMC, dude, I so remember that 1973 super chat, dude. Jeez, man, that was a good year. That was when Dark Side of the Moon came out from Pink Floyd, and that was also a year that I think Alabama won a national title. I remember, dude. Man, that was so young back then, dude. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. Yeah, that would just simplify things with my channel, Orly. Right? That would, like, you know, between your heart line and that 75% trend line is what that's what I had plotted. Yeah, you can't, dude. You can't use the all-time highs on that Ripple chart. Dude, the FOMO, I don't care what anyone says, the FOMO was much crazier on Ripple than a lot of other alts and Bitcoin. No, Bitcoin was nuts. Hey, Carlos, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Thanks, man. Yapan Z, thanks for the sub on YouTube. The GS, man. Thank you, dude. All right. Let's go to Nano. Not NSA. Wow. Accidentally just did that. Okay, man. Yeah, I'm not using the absurdity of the inception. Are you kidding me? Why would I use that volatility? It screws everything up. So let's go to the normalization trend. You know, you start forming. Look at the volume calms down. No more Monka S. Touch point 1 and 2 on the top side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom side. Yeah, that looks good to me. So with that being said, finally broke above that 25% trend line of our fib channel tool. Ran up straight through the heart line, straight through the 75% trend lines. Could not hit at all the 100% trend line, and could not sustain prices above the 75% trend line for very long at all. Broke down, then ran up, and then back tested that trend line, used it as resistance a bunch. Broke down lower highs, lower lows, and then we zoom in and clearly see what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quadruple MACD bullish divergence at the heart line of the channel. Pivoted. Great pivot point. Awesome. Remember, you have the crazy levels of bullish divergence at critical areas at support, excuse me. Those are really good coinciding variables. You broke to the upside. And, I don't know, man. Like, we came up and we got above that 75% trend line. But, I think that maybe, we have this little channel in here. 1 and 2 and 3. We have like a little flag now, impulse up and then down sloping consolidation. Already plotted the impulse, right, from the swing low to the swing high of the actual pull from a hypothetical breakout right here would put us at 5304, which would be nuts if we could see it happen. Your volume's tapering off, signifying the calm before the storm. That's what happens when you consolidate after nice impulses on good volume. Our negative momentum is drying up. About to go to neutral. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we break the upside. Almost certainly, no matter what happens, you'll be making bearish divergence on the way up and just continuing to make it until you eventually top out wherever you do, alright? Which you could top out at 46.40 sats. You could top out at 48.46, and you could easily top out at that, where our measured move is at the highest high of the run we've had for a long time. Okay.
Thanks for teaching me some TA.
Well, Chris Irwin, thanks for teaching me more about coffee, more than I ever knew. And thanks for letting me, just experience just a multitude of different blends from around the world, man. It's just so crypto. Yes, that's so crypto, man. Blending coffees from different countries that are literally everywhere on the planet. Just so cool. I have a six coffee bean blend. A melange, it's called. And I've never had anything like it. I would not even have known it existed. It was a thing without Chris Irwin and Irwin Coffee. Okay, so whatever. You can say I'm shilling all you want. Yeah, I'm peddling a good product that is incredibly powerful. It helps me stay awake and do these streams for you. And it also tastes really good. So Stuart says no more scrubs. That limits the field. Yeah, man, we might have to start looking at winners like stocks. What? That are all-time highs. Oh my god, man.
Is that a joint?
You can see it in my peripherals.
In addition to Elon Musk being investigated by the SEC and FBI, the U.S. Space Force is looking into suspected interplanetary narcotics trafficking.
Wait, I thought it was legal, man. Totally legal, man. Or something. Thanks, Fox Business News Alert. Yeah, man, it's kind of rough because if you do a 420 contribution and I'll play the sound bit for, is that a joint? I can't play the breaking news because immediately after the Jesus chimes, the TTS starts playing, so I'm conflicted, right? Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. Perfect, dude. Midnight oil, yeah, refined. Hayseed, Appalachian, that's right. Justice, I don't think so, man. I don't think so, dude. Yeah, Sherwin-Williams, this on a just amazing bull run, extremely powerful, hit all-time highs. You want some Sherwin-Williams, Jesus, man? It's just crazy, man. Yeah, dude. Let's just look at Sherwin-Williams right now. Amazing, dude. Just, oh, man. Oh, dude. All your analysis are the same, dude. They're all down-sloping scrub trends. Yeah, blame me for that. Blame me for pathetic bear market. Okay? Blame me. Blame yourself for not requesting something like Sherwin-Williams. All right? Because this thing's KANGZ. This thing is Kang. Just beautiful performer. I mean, we're talking trend that's just been going on. You know, our first touch point was May of 2013. Second touch point was February 2015. Third touch point October 2016. And yeah, man, just what we had that correction. Remember the 3-month correction, beautiful textbook correction time too, like 90 to 100 days, and then pivoted. After, wow, it didn't even fill the gap down here. That's crazy, dude. Pivoted before filling the gap from a rally that started May 1st. And since then, man, it's just been like almost straight up, dude. Beautiful. And hey, look what we did today. We closed, well, in the day, we ran up and touched the 1618 fib extension. And then closed below it, closed within the parameters of our upsloping channel, and we're showing more forms of bearish divergence. Oh yeah, not on the RSI now though. We disregarded it on the RSI. But here you go, man. Just another form of it. So it's technically triple MACD bearish divergence on Sherwin-Williams at critical areas of resistance, breaking out of remember, May of 2013 channel bull trend. Crazy stuff, man. What is going on, dude? I'm having issues here. So 1, 2, 3, high on price, higher high on price, highest high on price, lower levels of positive momentum every single time. Your volume is tapering off, man. That's not good. Okay, you can see that, right? High, higher high, highest high, lower levels of volume every single time. So another coinciding variable. Uh-oh. Sneeze incoming. We're okay. Never mind. Man, that almost happened today too. Almost just sneezed and just... We're good, man. Maybe I'm going to get sick now because it's like your first line of defense, right? Sneezing. So I'm probably screwed. Look at that bullish fanning action. All the diverging MAs. Love it, man. Just powerful bullish behavior. Everything. So I don't know, man. You're at really critical areas of resistance, and you're showing weakness, a little bit of weakness here. So maybe we pull back. It would be prudent to pull back for the sustainability of this trend that we're in. Well, there you go, man. We've gone literally to the moon on Sherwin-Williams. You know, they do paint, man. They don't have white papers. They actually have a product. Yeah, it's nice. What about Litecoin? What about Litecoin, man? Please do Litecoin now. Can we look at Tesla? Brad, no way, man. Never. Not in a billion years. Yeah, Carlos, we looked at it today. It, again, went from $300 session highs to $150 session lows. and then closed over $200 or something stupid. People painting stuff, people doing things, J-Tog. What's up, Eddie? Bet it, man. Hello, Earth, y'all. Alright. Man, been live for 54 minutes. How is this even possible anymore, dude? I don't even get it. How it works. This whole streaming thing. It's like, hey, man, want time to go by? Either fall asleep or start streaming. Okay. Like, okay. One or the other. Yeah, man. Watch ADA to BTC now, man. Pivoted off of the 1272. And look what's going on, maybe. This is a very large pattern, dude. Two converging downsloping trend lines equating to a falling wedge, which is, in fact, a reversal pattern in this context. Gotta love how we bounced off the 1272, pivoted multiple times. You know, maybe forming an ascending broadening wedge. But, you know, you're at... I think that the extension is pretty important. And if you don't hold that 926, you don't hold 926, 776, don't hold that 671, 613, 575, you get it. You don't hold those, yeah, see it to 140. So a decent amount of support below us, but man, come on, dude, this thing's terrible. Just performance. Just think about it like this. Just months ago, in April, or really just in May, we were at 4174 sats, currently sitting at 1130, and had our lowest low just recently at 977 sats. Lost over 3/4 of our value. Just a matter of months. While the stock market makes all-time highs. Okay, so that's your ADA. Possibly falling wedge pattern. Daily. Check it out, man. Oh, goodness. Hold on a sec. Well, yeah, you're showing great levels of bullish divergence on the daily, but again, you're just... Right. 1, 2, 3, but, you know, still making lower highs than your previous highs with lower levels of positive momentum. That is bearish convergence. Okay, there's still so much room where we crap out, break down, go to neutral, and all of a sudden start making lower lows on price, and you know, make even more bullish divergence. We could just keep on going, man. But really had a really nice spike in volume recently, but you know, it's nothing like this, right? Nothing like this. All right, man. A lot of support down here. Or a decent amount anyway. But you got to be at least intrigued and raise your eyebrow at the 1272. Holding support there for now anyway. Alright. Let's submit. So ADA is continuously making lower levels of negative momentum, making lower lows. Great. Good God, man. 15 seconds till you're local on the 8s. Alright. The YouTube time machine is a TA time machine, J-Togs, man. TA time machine. Yeah, it's so weird. They have a product and they sell it for profit. I can't believe it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your local on the 8s. Okay. Let's go. 4-hour candle body closing in less than 2 minutes now. Alright, man. Again, reiterating, because you're looking on the 8th, should I say in the robot voice, man? Like on the Weather Channel? Currently, Bitcoin sitting at 6,400. Would that make it easier or more fun? Probably not. So, $550 swing. The lowest low we had of the session, that 4-hour session candle body was, or candle was 6,100 with the highest high of 6,500. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy, crazy stuff. But when it all ended, when all the dust settled, you still closed within the parameters of the upsloping flag. You still closed within the parameters of the common scrub bear retrace. Okay, that is between 63.53 and 64.45. So nothing special. And then your next candle that closed was more rejection at that 618 with a bearish inside bar. Awesome, man. Which is not good. That's normally just bearish. Bearish reversal. Okay. Have you discussed the possibility time for the market to start turning? Yeah, you start looking on significant time scales for divergence, really just coinciding variables with pattern development, oscillator divergence. 4 candle bodies now closed on Bitcoin and everything on the crypto market, and closed with a higher low, or excuse me, a higher high than its previous high, right? Closed here. And you just closed here, right? So higher. But guess what? What did you do? How did you close? You closed back testing the 50 MA and failing. You also closed not above the 50% retrace or the 50% fib node. Okay, so just rejection, just a little bit of rejection. You can see it if you zoom in. So I don't know, man. That's great when you're looking like microscopically at this stuff. When we zoom out, clearly can see lower highs, but higher lows. Higher lows, but I'm sorry, you lost $1,200 of value.
Is that a joint?
Can we look at Dogecoin just for shits and giggles?
Of course, Eddie Bennett, man. Thanks for the 420. Really appreciate that, man. So yeah, higher lows but lower highs. And I'm sorry, but like, dude, you break down and you lose $1,200 of your value in a matter of like a day. And you're gonna consolidate. You're not gonna drop down $2,000, $3,000 in like 4 days, 3 days. I mean, you could, sure, but dude, it takes time. It takes time. It took time for this to happen. It took 3 weeks for us to lose this much value. It's been like 2 weeks since all this has occurred. Okay, 2 weeks. So just relax. So the only thing that makes you say, this is a little different than a lot of situations, because we make the higher lows than our previous lows, but you can't disregard the impulse down on extremely high levels of volume. I mean, we're talking like the highest volume we've seen. Look, I get it. We matched it here on the break to the upside. But we haven't seen red volume, selling pressure like that since like March 30th, man. So that's a very significant amount of volume coming in to push our price down. But yeah, you're showing multiple tiers of bullish convergence on the daily. We know that. We looked at that pretty thoroughly today towards the end of the show. But look, man, you're squeezed in between the 50% trend line and the 75% trend line, right? It's very clear. Resistance, support, and in the shorter term, making common retraces to set up for lower prices. Great. Who cares? All right. Ethereum just seems like it's probably setting up for lower prices too, right, man? I mean, people would say, okay, man, nah, dude, that's a flag, right? People say it's a flag, but dude, it's like if we use all of the chop, we can clearly see it's two converging upsloping trend lines. That's what I'm talking about. Right? Someone's like, dude, no way, man. No way, man. It's like this, dude. It's like this. Okay. Alright, man. Bull flag. Okay. Go ahead, man. Have at it. Either way, bull flag. Say you run up. It's going to be very, very tough. Breaking that 1272 again. In the top trend line of this wedge, it will be respected. Alright, man. But nothing wrong with that. You ran up and it seems like you're making larger levels of down sloping consolidation after the impulse up, which is pretty good actually. It's not bad. Not bad at all. But just remember the context of the situation. Don't forget to zoom out. Don't forget to look at the trend that you're in that is extremely bearish. Please don't forget that. Thanks. Hey GT, MKTV, thanks for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus Man, welcome. Ooh, I've been hydrated. Oh, I've been live, not hydrated. I don't know, Amit. You're getting just a few contradicting variables. Coinciding variables really help with decision-making processes when you're charting, but when you start getting like bullish convergence on the daily, which is good, but then on the 4 hour, you're showing a bear pull bear flag combination. Those are contradicting each other, and so all of a sudden it's a little bit more difficult to feel more so confident about a particular decision, right? Whether you go short or long, right? But Larley thinks that, and it looks pretty good. The shoulders are a little oblong, but it's there, and there's a neckline. I'll show you real quick. Larley's vision on this. This is, credit to him. On Bitcoin, by the way. Sorry. I guess we keep it on 4 hour. It doesn't really matter. So, left shoulder head, right shoulder with a neckline here that we wicked off of, it seems. We go the daily too, so I can show you the convergence that I've been talking about on Bitcoin, right? So, low on price, technical higher low on price with much lower levels of negative momentum, and now you're making slightly higher low than your previous low, with even lower levels of negative momentum, and you're doing the same thing on the RSI. Like you make a low on price, slightly higher low, every single time. Higher lows are rolled to strength, so that's good. That's bullish convergence. But again, man, at the end of the day, you're not making higher highs than your previous highs, so you don't want to fall below 6,100. You do have some decent support resistance areas, right? 58.35, 57.24, and then you got that down sloping support that we've been respecting time and time again, right? So you do have a lot of support down here, but I'm telling you, man, let me just, with that wick on the daily, yeah, now on this chart it looks, yeah, just like a very slight upsloping flag. It's almost like a rectangle. Holy crap, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? Okay, but still, nevertheless, it is slight upsloping. Okay, man. Impulse. Consolidation. Measure move would be at 5,200 something. Alright, 52 and change. Okay. Neckline, we're not going to talk about a neck, or we can talk about the neckline. I'm not going to talk about a measure move this pattern. Okay, measure move is you don't want to know, and we're not going to talk about it because we go live every day, and we start breaking, man. It's not going to happen in a second, a day, or 2 days, or 3 days. It's going to take a long time to get a measure move of something, a pattern so large like that. All right, so okay. Ripple. Okay, now we have down sloping consolidation with new evidence, new data. There's 1, 2, and 3 on the top and 1, 2 on the bottom. And so that's wonderful. Do you want to know? Do you truly want to know? So we're doing a rectangle, a measured move, dude. A measured move for Ripple. $5.37. Holy crap. There it is. That's your measured move of bull flag. All right. Great stuff, man. Okay. All right, man. So as you can see here, 1, 2, resistance, right? Resistance. And I think I know now what y'all are talking about. There it is, right? 2 down. You know, it was real, man, and you can clearly see with the 1272 is the bottom trend line of the descending triangle. It was so well respected. It was a beautiful pattern. Man, you gotta love that. You gotta freaking love it. There's so many patterns. All right. All right, man. See you at 38.44 cents if we can get there. Okay. Great. But remember, and I probably should at this point just go ahead and so another perspective. Was it from the top? Really? Okay. There we go. Makes sense right there. It was from the top. Okay, you can't do that, man. You can't use this stuff. It doesn't make sense. Great FOMO. Extreme irrationality of price action and emotionalism. That is what this signifies on the chart. Absurdity. We see this again, man. At least this time around, a lot of more people will know what it is and why it looks like that. It's insane. Okay. So 2 downsloping, diverging trend lines, equated to that, descending broadening wedge, and a bull flag combination measure moves at $38.44. Okay, man. That's it, dude. That's it. Okay, I see what happened to Doge. It formed a rising wedge. We haven't looked at it in a minute. Formed a rising wedge and broke out of it. Watch this, man. Yeah, so I was looking at this yesterday, or a couple days ago anyway. We didn't have a pivot point yet. Now we had a pivot point, right? Oh my God. You see it, man? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Partial rise. Lower high than your previous high. Broke out. Hit that 1414 fib extension. That's where we crapped out at. Get wrecked. Okay, man. That's how it happens. Swing high to swing low for your fibs. And just that's where we topped out at. All right, but hey, man. It's not to say we couldn't pivot and not make the measure move and just keep on riding on up on a new touch point, which we very well could do. What is that? It's just an ascending broadening wedge now. You include that. I'm just saying, man. You make your adjustments. And look what we did, man. This descending triangle right here, or falling wedge, whatever you want to call it, fractal, the measured move of whatever this is, whatever you want to call it, from the breakout, we hit the measured move and then ran up a little bit more. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy, crazy stuff. That's it. Measured move of this pattern. It's large. It's very, very large. And within that pattern, you probably have something like this. Yep. There you go. That's within the pattern on Doge. All right. Hope that helps. Okay, man. What's up, King Logan, man? Welcome. Jacob Lynn, what's up? Just looking at a meme coin. Yes, a literal meme. It was started as a joke, and now look at it now, right? 2 nows. What's up, Jalen, man? I didn't get a chance to look at the sprite sheet, man. Thanks so much for the 157 people still tuned in. I've been live for an hour and 15 minutes. Remember, if you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks. So Rimlock. I'm just trying to catch up on this chat, alright? Oh, you're saying we jumped up $400 to $500? Yeah, dude, but it was like it closed down from its highs, hundreds of dollars too. No, I mean, I don't use on balance volume, no. OBV. What's up, Billy, man? Good to see you. Earth Yaw. Okay. Thanks, man. Rimlog. Thanks, dude. What were we on? Hey man, just still keeps on. Alright, let's go to Neo. Someone requested that earlier. Here's first off, man, just extremely large falling wedge pattern that we're outside of now. Okay, and we are making higher lows than our previous lows, which is great. You know, Hail Mary, dude, at like $13.50, $14, because it was like if you fell below that, you're going on down to like $5, man. Okay, so we took an entry there, and we're still, you know, we got as high as $25 when we found that bottom, but you know, bearish divergence on both oscillators at the very top of a channel that's upsloping after a huge impulse down. From there, broke out bearishly of that little flag, and since then, man, you know, you had consolidation and broke out. If you're joking about Funfair, you much rather see Dash, unless you're joking about Dash. I don't understand, man. On Streamlabs, the stupid phonetic just doesn't want to play ball sometimes. It's just annoying. So let me pull that up for you so I can read it aloud to the chat. Okay, I was joking about Funfair. I'd much rather see Dash. Can you show us where to place your 3 points to form the fib channel analysis? Okay, yeah, your anchor points, Prodigal Taurus. Thanks again for the elite 1337 contribution to Jesus, man. Thanks, dude. Okay. So I don't know, man. I know it looks like a channel, but it is slightly diverging. The two trend lines are slightly diverging, whatever. So impulse down, tried it, nothing works from the top. It was too steep of a drop. So I just think you have a breakdown, and then you have downsloping consolidation, ran up, lower high than previous highs, broke down again, and just maintaining pretty low levels of negative momentum compared to the huge drops. So hitting very strong levels of support. Looks like you're double bottoming, but you're just low volume, I mean mediocre volume, and you're just failing to break above the 20 EMA. You can't do it, man. You're just struggling so bad. Can't do anything. So look for a break above the upper trend line of this possible
What's up,
descending
Crypto
broadening
Guy?
wedge.
Could you please look at TLRY? Thank you. Now if you
Merge
Marijuana's bad.
Looks like we've unlocked it, so now we know J's. The J's are easily spammable with TTS. Dude, that's pretty good. That's one of our best ones right there. One of the best letters in the alphabet for spamming. Interesting, man. Good find. Very good find. I know you had one or two other ones, right? Okay, so swing high to swing low. What you want to do is break this. If you broke it, you could see prices as high as 1968 to 2181. That'd be your range, your targets, if you broke this pattern. Okay. That's it. That's how high you could go. You want to get volume on it too, because you're going to have resistance all the way up, tons of resistance. You're not going to be able to break resistance on low volume. Okay, that's going to be a lot of the 236 itself really is 1836, and you won't break that on low volume. I'm sorry, it's going to be too difficult. So get volume, large volume, and then break to the other side, and then you'll probably reverse your price action between 1968 again and 2181. All right. Okay, let's go to Dash. Thanks again, Prodigal Taurus, man. Wow, what? Scaling's crazy. Okay, so what we did was touch point 1, send me back to January 5th. Touch point 2, February 27th, 3, you know, those are your anchor points. And when you do that, a lot of respect, and then your third anchor point at the top is going to put you at the very top of the Great FOMO, which was in December, December 18th or something, right there, 19th. So 1, 2, 3. That's how you do it, man. Okay, hope that helps. So, you know, you can clearly see, look at with the wick, man. You know, just you flash crashed like that and bounced off the 25% trend line. You know, heart line, you've farted around the heart line a lot, but you get respect on the 75%. Okay, so still within the parameters of that nasty downtrend too. Okay. I don't know, man. Impulse down, slightly up sloping consolidation, getting ready for lower prices, looks like to me. Anyway, I know you're making higher lows. That's great, but you just are not able to break this 30,938 sat range. Okay, you can't break it. You just keep trying and failing. All right, so hey, you did get a golden cross, but in a bearish trend, yeah, look, when you eventually start making, look at this sell-off, man. Eventually, you're gonna run up, okay, in a bear trend. But it doesn't mean we have a price action reversal or anything, right? Could probably change this up and try anyway. Hold on. Uh-oh, man. Are you scared? Are you afeared? Oh my god. Okay, rising wedge pattern. Failing to break overhead resistance. Making lower highs in your previous highs. And you're just, yeah, technically, God, man, can't catch a break here. You're double topping, high, the exact same high with lower levels of positive momentum. That's Class B, bearish divergence. Not getting on the RSI. You're good on the RSI. It's fine. So you got the pattern in the bear trend. Okay, you got the bearish reversal pattern in the bearish trend with Class B bearish divergence. On the MAC, you know, whatever, on the MACD. Okay, so high on price, exact same high on price with lower levels of volume. That's not good either. That's also bearish. Okay, so you got a decent amount of bearish coinciding variables going on here. Okay. Okay. Prodigal Taurus, man. I hope that helps, dude. Let me know. Thanks again for the 1337 digits, man. Thank you, dude. We appreciate it. Yeah, and you had bearish divergence too on the RSI from, it was like triple RSI, like, yeah, triple RSI 1, 2, 3 every time you made a higher high, lower levels of strength, and then broke down. So yeah, man, when you crap around like this at the bottom of your wedges for long enough like that price action, you're setting up for lower prices. You're setting up to break out at least, and the measure move's not too bad. Okay. Anyway. You just sent the sprite sheet for the Ethereum emoji ball. Excellent, man. I can't wait, Sheila. Can't friggin' wait. Dang it, man. My mic is like way too low. It's like I'm a lefty, so like it's screwing with me. It's screwing with me hard. What's up, YB Hard 1? The fix, Billy? You get it, man? We're about to, man. Oh, the J fix, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I got enough J's for winter to last me through winter anyway, alright? Excellent, Prodigal Taurus. Thanks, man. Rip eardrums? Yep. Tremont Walker, dude. Sorry, dude. We're good now. That won't happen again. Look, the size of my pen, right? It was just too low to the desk, and there was nothing I could do. Tilray. Nothing you can do about charting. Sorry. It's off though. Does it work on the hourly? I don't know why it's... Okay, yeah, that's... I don't know, that's so weird. Okay, dude. Okay. You were in an uptrend, and then you gapped up, then you gapped up again today. Okay. If you want to talk about the daily real quick, you want to talk about what happened? We gapped up and opened at 233, rallied all the way to $300. When we hit that $300 mark, plummeted to $150, rallied at the end of the day to close at 214.06. That's just a huge spinning top, right? Huge spinning top, and extremely high levels of positive momentum. You hit 10.87, and you know, you had all this divergence, bearish divergence, and you just said, oh, who cares, man? Who cares? It's pot stocks. Let's get high. That's what happened. Uh-oh. Sneezing coming again, man? What's going on, dude? Oh, man. This probably won't end well. Okay, this kind of crap. I'm just saying, man. Okay. Hold on, dude. How did that happen? Okay, cool. So, dude, you want me to chart? There's nothing I can really chart here. We're looking at this gap stuff. Gaps are going to fill, most likely, okay? I mean, this made Bitcoin's volatility look like a joke, okay? Hold on a sec. Gosh dang it. Hold on 2 seconds, alright. Okay, we're gonna look at like one another chart. I'm gonna start from scratch. I like the one I've got on Coinbase, but gonna spring clean a little bit. Yeah, just give me a sec. Yeah, falling wedge, almost hit target. You know the measured move anyway. Great stuff, man. It's been a minute. Okay. No way, man. Either way we do it like that. Is it really breaking out? Are we kidding? No, there we go. That's it. See, the weird thing about this, and I know I've tried this before. Hey, Anon, thanks for the $1, man. I know who you are. Thanks, Jay. So I'll call you Jay. All right. Think about this. I just couldn't find something that lined up. I mean, like, you can see some support here, but you're not touching the heart line. You are touching the 25%, which is nice. I guess there's heart line support here, resistance here, support here. I guess, but, you know, you just disrespected it a lot here. And so it makes me think, you know, like, what's going on? Like, why is it like that? I honestly want to play it like this. I think I did this before, right? I really like that. Okay. And I guess we could try to go up one more and see what happened. That's pretty nice right there. Man. And just disregard the craziness, okay? Just, you want to look at it like this. You can clearly see 75% trend line, 50%, 25, 25, 25. And maybe it makes more sense to use the candle body close here. Gosh dang it, my anchor point is like insane, dude. Okay, that actually makes way more sense, right? Heart line, heart line, heart line, 20 or 75%, 25%, all the 25%, craziness. Look at the 25%. Yeah, so using the candle body close here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and then 1 on the top. And disregarding the absurdity, okay, of the great FOMO. Forget about it. Forget about it, man. So you're just at the bottom of this channel, right? Pretty much double bottomed right there. Extremely, like a huge breakdown. You ran up, failed, and now you're probably you know, zooming in. Can we just make it a channel? There it is, man. That's what's going on. So it is just a channel, just a standard parallel channel for that part. Yeah. Sometimes it's fun to just start over, start from scratch with nothing, right? Okay. So fib-wise, do we want to try extensions? First off, bear pull, bear flag, breakdown. I don't think the fib extensions will work here. Yeah, not even close, man. Not even freaking close. Just look left real quick, and you can clearly see all the support we're finding. Support from back from November, early November, early October, July of 2017, June of 2017. So all the support that you're finding there, and that's why we're kind of holding here. It's pretty nice. But just remember how extremely bearish we are. We've been in a bear trend forever, since the beginning of the year when Charlie sold everything. So, all right, man. Double bottoming maybe right now, but we broke the upside, made a lower high than the previous high, and I'll show you. We could fib like this for sure. Swing on a swing low. Ran up, hit the 50% retrace. Yep, 50% retrace like the GS men, and then broke down and bounced off some support, looking left horizontal line support, and running up, making lower highs again. And this is where the channel comes into play. You now are seeing just a down sloping channel, a bear trend, short-term bear trend with an extremely larger bear trend. All right, hitting common retraces before reversing price action to the downside. Okay, that's it, man. Making higher lows than your previous lows, right? And I'm not saying at all that we have an inverse head and shoulders or anything, but you gotta at least like this a little bit, okay? Lower low, lowest low, the lowest low, higher low, higher low. The momentum is changing a little bit. Just something at least noting, showing really, really gross levels of bearish convergence. And that's hidden bullish divergence, where you make a, okay, do you see it? Low, higher low, low level of negative momentum, higher level of negative momentum. You have diverging action between your price and your oscillator, so that's hidden bullish divergence. So you are in fact getting that. Cool, man. Alright, man. Whoever asked about Litecoin, you're welcome. We just completely just had fun with this and just started over. Okay, from scratch. I'm picking up on chat. All right. So about Derek York, man. Whew. Okay, man. Wow. How's this possible? Been live for an hour and 42 minutes now, man. This is crazy, dude. Freaking crazy. I don't know if I'll ever get it, man. I'll never get how fast time flies. The Bitcoin sitting at 63.99.90. Cool, man. Remember, if you're enjoying this live stream, that like button, that bell, that's up. Thanks. Let's just go to a vet. Okay.
Beach ain't doing things.
Okay, man. You know, we had that little false breakout, whatever, you know, just adjusted our downsloping fib channel tool, 30.1, and then 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom. Okay. And formed the rising wedge pattern, that bearish continuation pattern. I think the impulse down, you ran up, formed the pattern, and then continued the bearish price action. But hey, it's okay. You pivoted off the measured move of this pattern from the breakout perfectly. I mean, it's just so textbook. I can't believe it. Then we ran up and showed bearish divergence, forming an upsloping flag. Exhaustion, broke down as expected. Expected the TA perfectly. Pivoted though. Pivoted off that 75% trend line of our fib channel tool. And since then, just slightly upsloping price action after a huge impulse down. So it seems like bear pull, bear flag, and then within the bear pull, bear flag, within this flag, bear pull, bear flag exhibit might be hanging out. Okay, so wonder if we could adjust this now. Maybe we could try from the top side. That's just like your, I mean, yeah, you can. You get your touch point 1 and 2 on the bottom, 1 and 2 on the top. It's like you're breaking out, but you're not really breaking out. You're just kind of walking out. So, I don't know, man. Just be careful. Be careful. This is just showing the same stuff as Bitcoin. Exhibit Larley, exhibit man. He says, yo dog, I hear you like bear pole bear flag, so we actually put a bear pole bear flag within a bear pole bear flag, okay? That's it, now we're KANGZ. Now we're KANGZ. Alright, so what I think I'm gonna do is just call it a night. You know, hour 45 minutes, man. And then one like 2 hours and 30 minutes today. So well over 4 hours of live streaming for this Wednesday, September 19th, soon to be 20th. So I'll be back tomorrow, like as always, right? So until next time, respect the TA.